Anisa here. Welcome into another podcast that will give you a new insight. In today's conversation, I'm joined by my friend Isna. She is a second year of student of English language.
Hello, my name is Isna. Nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you, Isna. I hope you guys will find her a new welcome addition as my conversational partner here. And our conversation today is about perfectionism. Okay, Isna, I was thinking this topic many times, and I think it will be fun to talk about perfectionism a little bit and about being a perfectionist and how horrible that is and how it can really hinder you from being productive.
Yeah, being productive and moving forward the things that you want to do.
Indeed, I know it's something that I struggle with a lot and that I have thought about a lot, and I know in the past we have talked about it from time to time, but perfectionism as well we know and love it.
Or had it? It's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, it makes you not very productive. I mean, I just finished a text yesterday and I spent a lot more time on it than I should have, knowing that I wanted it to be absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And I knew at some point I just give up. I just gave up and thought, well, it's a lost cause. Even though I'm sure it's fine, but I just give up.
Yeah, that's good when you are actually already start working on something and you are working on it, that you can set a deadline maybe and okay and say that okay, I know I just cannot mess with it anymore, it has to be finished. But what I find the most insidious and really destructive thing about perfectionist tendency is that they can keep you from even getting started with something.
Yeah, I find that for me, this idea of perfectionism, it's not so much about striving to be perfect. It's more like you are constantly beating yourself up about things never being good enough.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's pretty neurotic. It's not that, I mean, nothing can be perfect and nothing I can do be perfect. So you know that, but somehow it's like you are still struggling with this idea, and oh, but it's not good enough, or I haven't got all the information I really needed to take the perfect start.
That is usually the problem that I come up with. Is you think you have all the information but you don't, and then you start looking for more and more, and while you are looking for all this extra information, you are just, well, forget it. You are not going to make it.
Do you find you are looking at something completely unrelated to what you started out with?
Right. That is the biggest issue, is that you start looking for other information and then you discover 15 other things that are maybe also relevant or important or maybe not. And by the time you are done, you figure out that, oh, that's totally not what I needed to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So you spend a lot more time working on something that another person might just dismiss more quickly, and nobody notices anything that's wrong.
That's that's the thing that I find a lot of the thing that you worry about a lot quality wise or things that are important to you when you think about it oftentimes those things other people aren't even going to notice those things.
That's right. You know, the things that you've worked so hard on, the little details that are so important to you, and then other people don't even notice, and then you can wonder, what's the point? And why spend so much time on all these little things?
They are also more likely to set flexible and excessively high standard.
That's the point. Perfectionists strive to produce flawless work, and They also have higher levels of motivation and awareness than non-perfectionists. But I think they should also try to set flexible standards so they don't get too stressed.
Yeah, that is also one way to reduce the negative impact for being a perfectionist. So, guys, this world things have both good and bad effects. So, is being a perfectionist. Perfectionists are more motivated at work, work longer hours, and can be more engaged at work. But at the same time, perfectionism can lead to high level of fatigue, stress, workaholism, anxiety, and depression. So we have to handle this case more carefully and seriously. I think that's our podcast for today. Thank you for coming in the midst of your busy, Isna.
You're welcome. I'm so happy to be here. Have a nice conversation with you.
Yeah, I'm happy with you then. And I hope you guys can learn and get a new insight about perfectionism. Thank you for your attention in our podcast. See you in the next video.